Hi everyone and welcome to my new video. In this video I'm going to do another review of one of my most loved bags in my whole bag collection, and it's going to be a review about my vintage Chanel classic flap. This is a vintage Chanel classic flap and I got it from Vestiaire Collective, and it's in lambskin leather with gold hardware. So let's talk about what I think about this handbag. First of all, I'm going to talk about the price. The price of vintage Chanel handbags is usually enormously high because people say, and I have to say, I do have to agree, that the quality of old vintage Chanel handbags is just so much better than the quality of the new ones. And I think, yeah, like I said, I have to agree. And therefore, the prices of the vintage Chanel bags are usually quite high because even though they are older, they have the better gold hardware, they have the better leather, and so on. And the prices of the Chanel vintage handbags, like the one that I have, are usually around like 4,000, 5,000. I even saw them for $6,000. So that's what you have to keep in mind whilst looking for a Chanel handbag. So I wouldn't buy one when you see one immediately, except it's like the one you've always been looking for and it's such a rare one. But I would have a look on the market for quite a bit of time, because then you know for which prices that the handbags usually go for, and then you see if a handbag has a really good price and if it's a perfect price for this condition, if it's like really low for this condition that you're looking for. And that's how you can get like the best bargain, maybe not a bargain, but the best price for this handbag. Then we are going to talk about the leather. Yes, it's lambskin leather, but I have to say that the lambskin leather of the vintage Chanel handbags is actually not that sensitive. So it doesn't scratch that easy, and if it scratches, you can buff it out. And I have this trick where I use a black shoe cream, and please, if you do that, always try it out on the bottom of the handbag first, because I do not want to be responsible for you ruining your handbag. But I always take just a cloth and some black shoe cream, and then I just buff around the handbag, and usually it looks quite a lot better because therefore you like condition the leather and the crackles just get a lot better with that one, like with this trick. So yeah, if you treat your leather, if you treat your handbags, then the Chanel vintage handbags can look quite new, even though they are like, I don't know how many years old. I think this bag is, I think it's more than 30 years old because I looked up the code inside. So that's a lot older than I am. So yes, I have to say the leather is in good condition, but it's not in as good as a condition as my small medium Chanel vintage classic flap, because as you can see, this is what is probably nowadays a jumbo size. So it's quite big and it doesn't have the double flap. And here you see it sags quite a bit, so it doesn't look that great at the edges. If you see here, it doesn't look perfect anymore. So it actually looks quite bad if you look at it up close, but we just pretend we don't look that close. And yeah, it does get older, and that's probably avoidable if you use bag stuffers all the time. And I think that I am going to buy a bag insert, a bag stuffer for this handbag, because then if you fill out this space here, I think that you won't be able to tell that the leather here is a bit thinner and a bit saggier. So then I think the bag will look even better, even though I love it a lot now too. Then also like the hardware, if you look here, you can see that it's not that new, and also here in front. You see that it's not that new, but considering that this bag is 30 years old, the hardware is pretty damn good because it's still very, very gold, and I have to say that the hardware for my new Chanel handbags isn't nearly as good as the hardware here. Then what else do I have to say? I think this size is probably like one of the most popular sizes for vintage Chanel handbags. It's, as I said, I think about the size of the Maxis that the Maxis today, but you have to keep in mind that those were the single flaps, and if you open it, I just stuffed it with some tissue paper. You have a zip here, you have a big compartment here, and yeah, that's about it. Otherwise you don't have any more compartments, but you do get the back pocket here. So yeah, I have to say that the leather, even though it's lambskin leather, is still very, very pretty. It doesn't look as good as with the small Chanel handbags because it's saggier and you put more in this handbag and so on. And the hardware is definitely in a very good condition as well. It's better than the new hardware, so yes. Then for the size, like I said, I think it's the same that everybody would say about a jumbo size. It's for me the perfect size. I was looking for a Chanel jumbo for such a long time. I actually wanted to buy the jumbo when I bought the Chanel Trendy because I think it's probably one of the most perfect handbag sizes if you want to carry a little bit more. If you want, I'm a person who likes to carry like a water bottle, maybe a little snack, maybe a notebook, maybe an iPad mini or a book to read something. Yeah, I like to carry quite a bit of stuff with me, and therefore I really like this handbag. Also, I have to say that this is one of the handbags that I always use when it rains, because the rain, it doesn't seem to bother the Chanel handbag because it looks still perfect if it rains. Like, the rain doesn't damage the leather at all. I know not everybody uses Chanel lambskin leather bags in the rain, but I have to say, from my experience, it doesn't hurt the leather at all. And yeah, if you want to look, I will show you quickly how big it looks on me and with the strap. And keep in mind, I'm 165 centimeters. I think that's 5'5". So if I wear it with the double strap, then it comes, I don't know if you can see it, it comes like right on my hips. But I have to say that I do not wear this handbag crossbody, because if I wear it crossbody, you can't even see, and you probably don't want to see because the bag currently touches my knee. So now the bag to wear crossbody, definitely a bag to wear with the double strap. Also, you can't really wear it in the crotch of your arm, because again, if you wear it in the crotch of my arm and I keep my arm like that, it touches my knee, like above my knee. So I really think you only can wear this bag like that. But it's perfect if you have a big coat, because you do have quite a lot of room for it to still be comfortable to wear on your shoulders. And so I think that's all that I have to talk and I have to tell you about this handbag. I have to say, to summarize it, they do cost quite a bit, so keep an eye on the market and expect to pay around 4,000 at least. But if you're lucky, you can find a good price. And yeah, just look for quite a bit of time. I did as well. The leather, lambskin leather, is still in a very good condition, but keep in mind that the bigger the bag gets, the worse the leather ages, in my opinion, because you just put more in the bag and it just sags a little bit more. Also, it's a single flap, not a double flap. Therefore, the leather just doesn't keep its shape as good as with a double flap. Thirdly, the hardware ages very, very well. For the fourth point is, you should only wear it with the double strap, because the strap is way too long to wear it crossbody. So that's about it for this handbag. I love it very much. Oh, and the fifth point, I completely forgot about that. You can totally wear it in the rain and it doesn't damage the bag at all. So that was my review about this handbag. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next video.